Yeah. What is it? Really? Just a second. Yeah, I took care of him. I killed him. What? You didn't want me to kill him? Oops.
It's super fun time. 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 It's super
I'm ready.
fun time.
Go. Hello, folks. Here's my co-host. What time is it, Justin?
It's
The Super Fun Time Show! Oh, yeah. How you doing, Justin?
Good, man. How about you?
Oh, we just came back from the gym. We got a good pump. We got a good workout. We had ourselves a good schwitz and a good shower. It's always good. Have a good shower and a good workout. And it was a great time. And as you know, today we're kind of talking about dramas.
I thought we were talking about the fact that in a past life, you were a mafia boss.
I think, in past life, I was a mob boss.
Big Tommy.
Big Tommy. And I was kind of generous, nice.
They called you Bricks, right? Because whenever anybody saw you, they shit bricks.
Yeah, they called me Tommy Bricks. Yeah. And also I had this other reputation, which it's kind of, I don't know if I could share it or not. Can I share it, or is it just too violent?
Maybe later.
But, living the mob life, what about the mob life? It's one of those mysterious lives where, you do something for an organization or you're a part of a group of people. They don't want to be called the mob. They want to be called a family. And interesting fact.
What?
When they were making The Godfather, the producer of the movie The Godfather had everything put on hold because Joe Manano didn't want a movie. There was already a book. So he didn't want the word Mafia in a movie. So they were like, if you could take the word Mafia and just put family, you could make this movie.
Really?
Yeah. So just because of that, and also there was a few other characters that back in the day that, were offended about this movie. There was a particular singer back in the day, Blue Eyes, old Blue Eyes. He was connected with the mob. Frank Sinatra. He was mob connected big time. And he loved to flash it off. He was a big mouth. He used to shoot his mouth off all the time. There was a few times that the Mafia wanted to take him out, but then Sinatra was so public that they couldn't do it, because if they clipped Sinatra, they'd be like, everybody be after them, honestly. And so, that's an interesting fact there about that. And,
Is that the inside fact?
Oh, yeah, that's the inside fact. Should I blow my other load also on, or should I wait down the line?
What's your other load?
What burns me up? Or should I wait down?
Don't go there yet. There's someone in the chat that said that it looked like that restaurant we were at looked mobbed up, and they also said that real mobsters have neck tattoos. Can we get Tommy one live? He'll pay for it via super chat.
I have a job where we're not really a lot of tattoos on my neck.
What's the tattoo of? What would you get a tattoo of if you get a tattoo of anything?
I am not a fan of pain, so I don't even know if I could get a tattoo.
Yeah, but if it didn't hurt, what tattoo would you get?
U Hollywood on my arm. Big old U Hollywood logo with Super Fun Time down below it.
Okay.
Back in the day when I first started here on YouTube, I had this dream that I wanted to put YouTube on one arm and U Hollywood on the other arm, and I would cross my arms and be like, yeah, respect the game. Like, but then I realized how painful tattoos were, and I was like, nope, frig that.
How do you even know how bad they hurt?
Because people in my family have gotten tattoos, and they've told me how painful it is. And a particular member of my family has a lot of tattoos, and on his arms and back. And then also Cody Rhodes said, people have asked him, should I get a tattoo on my neck? And Cody's like, no, I regret doing this. Like, it was one of the most painful things I've ever done in my life. The wrestler, yes, that's what he said in an interview one time. Because someone said, I'm thinking about getting a tattoo on my neck. And the guy was like, Cody was like, yeah, you may not want to do that, buddy.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like the neck tattoo is definitely a statement.
Yeah. Especially when you got a tattoo.
You should just get a tattoo of a tie. Because you're always wearing a tie. There's one on the wall right there.
Oh, yeah, I know. It was one of my dad's ties.
You should just get a tattoo of a tie. Like you're wearing one all the time. Get a suit tattooed on you.
A suit tattooed, really?
I don't know.
That's sexy, and I know it.
All right, so tell me more about some mob stuff. What do you think are the top mob movies? Mob and mafia movies.
Goodfellas, Casino, Miller's Crossing. Miller's Crossing was more of a movie about, like, back in the late 50s, Prohibition and stuff like that, about respect and, the hi-hat. You're always giving me the hi-hat! You ever seen Miller's Crossing?
No.
Good movie.
All right.
Kind of slow, but once it gets into it, it really goes. And it's about betrayal and about, like, trust and betrayal. All at Miller's Crossing. And Miller's Crossing is a place where the mob takes their scum out. They pull that rat or do stuff against the mob, the family, and they get clipped out in Miller's Crossing. That's where they drop all their corpses, apparently, at Miller's Crossing. And I don't know where, like, I don't know if it's upstate or, like, where it is exactly where Miller's Crossing is. If anybody in the chat is in New York, you can tell me where Miller's Crossing is stated. Just let me know.
Do you want me to put up the number for callers?
Yeah, you can call. The number will be up right here. Right here.
Yeah. You can call this number right there. Or you can follow us on Instagram and then send us a message and I'll call you. Your choice. But you can call in. We're talking about Mafia stuff. Apparently we're talking about tattoos. Tommy is also down to give you some advice. We gave some nice advice to a lady last week who is being touched inappropriately. So if you need help with anything, let me know.
Oh, most definitely.
Tommy will hook you up.
Oh, I love to give people advice.
All right, Tom. If you woke up tomorrow,
yeah,
and you were walking down the street to work, and you accidentally didn't look both ways when you crossed the street, and a car swerved so they didn't hit you, and the guy got out, and he was a mafia guy. He was like, "You fucked up my car. You're gonna do a job for me to pay this back." Would you do it?
I'd be like, I need an adult, and I would run.
I need an adult?
Or I'd be like, rape!
You yell rape? Jesus Christ. Well, real quick, the stream wants to know how much they'd have to pay you to get a neck tattoo.
Like I say, like, that's the most painful thing. No, folks. It's the most painful place to get a freaking tattoo.
So, like, 50,000?
No, because there's people who probably would donate that. I'm not getting a neck tattoo.
100,000.
Oh, my God. No.
You wouldn't even do it for 100K?
For Okay, $2,000. I would get a tattoo of a tie on my chest.
No. Yeah, we're gonna say 50K.
You're seriously gonna put me through all that torture and like?
I'm not gonna make you do it. I just want to see if they'll give you 50K. If they'll put 50K in your bank account, you could get a little neck tattoo.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna grab your arm and break your arm while that's happening. You're gonna hold my hand while it happens.
Okay, fine. Then don't get the tattoo.
Yeah, because it's the most painful tattoo in the world.
The neck is?
Yes, it is the most sensitive spot, even on the foot. Also, I heard is a painful place to get a tattoo.
Okay.
I'm just telling you. I'm telling you the truth. Like it is. Even Cody Rhodes said it. It is the most painful place to get a tattoo.
All right. So back to the situation. You get taken by the mob, and they tell you have to do a job. They tell you you have to go into a particular grocery store.
Oh, God.
And there's somebody who has a bunch of gambling debts with them. And they want you to just rough them up in the back. You think you could do it?
Possibly. I would have to, probably get you involved.
What?
Yeah.
You're going to bring me into it?
Yep. I'd be like, Justin, I'm in some issues right now, and I need you to, you're my bro, aren't you? Yeah. I'm like, you're in this with me, okay?
Sweet Jesus.
You got to hack in angles, got to cut some cameras in a certain place, and then return the cameras off after I'm out of there.
Okay, so my job is to kill the surveillance.
Yeah, you'd be killing the surveillance.
Okay, I can help with that. I thought you wanted me to help beat the guy up.
No,
I wasn't so interested in that at the moment.
Well, you'd also have to be the driver also, so you'd have to be
I'll be the getaway driver?
You'd be the getaway driver as soon as, as you hit that button, turns all the surveillance back on, I'm walking out, I'm jumping in your car, and boom, and we're gone.
All right.
Oops, he fell down a flight of stairs. Is how they always say, is I couldn't help it, he fell down a flight of stairs. By the way, where did they hit you, by the way?
I don't remember. Somewhere. I don't even know if you could see it on the screen.
Yeah, it's my little...
You probably couldn't even see it on the screen.
It's...
Anyway. Interesting. They wanted to know, the chat asked, have you watched a show called Ghost Inside My Child, where the kids know how they died in their past life?
I've never seen that show.
No.
No.
Feel free to call in and talk to us about it. Did you leave his stove on or something?
I don't know. What's that sound?
Entertain these people.
Alright, there's a weird noise in my apartment, and I don't know what that is. Sounds like hands are rubbing together. And I don't know. Scared the crap out of you, Justin?
Yeah. Not gonna do what you want to do.
What is it?
We'll talk about it later. Why don't you just focus on the fact that you have a live show going?
Alright,
Where are you right now?
I here on the Superfund.
You had a box of Cheerios on the top of your fridge and it fell over. It was just slowly pouring out.
Oh God. I'll clean it up when we're done here. Fuck.
Anyway.
Yeah. Oh boy. But mob life, it's like one of those things that it's like edgy, you're on the edge. I've even heard that, like when you are devoted to like the mob, that's your life. That's who you do. Your family's dying or something is happening in your life. you are devoted to that family. No matter what. If they call you, you got to go do it. Basically, that's how it is.
Okay.
And the mob, like, you know, just what it is.
Do you know what the Mafia 10 Commandments are?
No.
You want to know?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Number 1. No one can present himself directly to another of our friends. There must be a third person to do it. So you got to be brought in.
Most definitely.
All right.
Wow.
2. Never look at the wives of friends. 3. Never be seen with cops. 4. Don't go to pubs and clubs. 5. Always be available for the Cosa Nostra as a duty, even if your wife is about to give birth.
Wow.
6. Appointments must absolutely be respected. 7. Wives must be treated with respect. 8. When asked for any information, the answer must be the truth. 9. Money cannot be appropriated if it belongs to others or to other families. 10. People who can't be part of the Cosa Nostra, anyone who has a close relative in the police, anyone with a two-timing relative, and anyone who behaves badly and doesn't hold moral values.
Jeez.
The way this is written is weird. But yeah, so number 1, no one can present himself directly to another of our friends. There must be a third person. So what is that, like you got to be introduced first?
Yeah, basically. So, like, if I was in New York and I was with Ken, he would have to, like, introduce me to a boss. You know, like, if he knew somebody, so on. You know.
Yeah. Number 2, never look at the wives of friends. Think you could pull that one off?
Yeah, I try not to.
You just wear dark glasses all the time so no one knew you were looking at their asses?
Yeah.
Never be seen with cops. That one makes sense.
I couldn't hang out with Tyler then.
Don't go to pubs and clubs. That one surprised me a little bit.
That one's weird because Sopranos and gangster movies, you're always seeing them in pubs or restaurants and clubs.
Maybe that's their place, though, and you can stay at your place. You just can't go to other ones.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, because different crews run different places.
Maybe that's what they mean. They'll always be available, even if your wife's about to give birth. That's hardcore.
Yeah, you're going to have to deal with that, you know. Listen, honey, I'm a part of something. You're also a part of this. You did this and
did this.
You did this. Hey, listen, I can't be late. I'm going to have to pass, you know. Sorry, this can't happen.
Interesting. Appointments must absolutely be respected.
Understand?
Yeah, that one's obvious. It's like you don't want to be waiting around.
Apparently, what was it? Jimmy Hoffa would not wait. He would wait 10 seconds, and if you weren't there past that time, Hoffa would leave. He hated that. He hated people being late. Like he wanted people to be there at a certain time.
Yeah, he's a busy man.
Yeah.
Wives must be treated with respect.
Okay, here's the weirdest thing. In, like, say, like The Godfather, one of the dudes, he, like, literally beats the living crap out of one of the sisters of the Corleone family. But Sonny Corleone went over there and just, like, straight beat the ever-loving snot out of this dude. And, like...
Yeah, he broke the rule.
He broke the rule. Yeah, you're not supposed to do that. And then it happened again. And sadly, Sonny went out to go kill this dude that was her husband. And he got hit by another crew.
Oh.
He was so upset that he let his guard down because it was during a time of war. Because if you remember, at one point, Don Corleone was, when they put a hit on him, he was close to death, but then came back. And he had to step back into power for a little bit to, to see his, son, look what these monsters did to my baby, to my boy, And it was, so Michael had to step up, even though Michael said he would never become that part of that life.
Okay.
And, yeah.
Damn. All right. Number 8. When asked for any information, the answer must be the truth. Makes sense. Don't fucking lie. Money cannot be appropriated if it belongs to others or to other families. So don't take from your own people.
Yeah.
And then the people who aren't allowed in it, you can't. If you have a close relative that's a police, you can't get in. If your relative's been caught 2-timing before, they can't come in. And if anyone doesn't have good moral values and is always behaving badly, they can't come in. So that makes sense. The 10 Mafia Commandments. Valentina Tenti, who holds a doctorate in criminology and is an expert in the Italian mafia, testified in front of Quebec's construction industry corruption. I don't know what, but apparently he found this document that had the commandments written on it. Interesting.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Because that's a deep life. That's just kind of one of those things where, that dude's not going to go back in. Like, the fact that it's even out there is like, that was, someone made a copy of that and they shouldn't have. Laurel and Hardy?
They said, actually, you do that face all the time.
This one? Funny.
They said that that's who you look like.
Yeah, because I'm fat. Yeah, I know. I know I've been told I look like Jack Black. I look like Chris Farley. And some people are just like, wait, your energy is that way. I'm like, quit lying. Like, I know what you're doing. You're ribbing on me, but it's an honor to be named after this man. He was the king of silent films and then talkies. Like Oliver and Hardy. What was it?
Oliver Hardy, yeah.
Oliver Hardy, yeah. These guys were legends. Like they were at the peak of their game. Even when they were falling, they were still up. So if you're trying to like insult me, forget about it.
Damn, son.
It's a wazzy, it's a woozy. Forget about
something.
it. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
That's how it is,
Totally, but
you're not gonna, This right here apparently means fuck you in Italian. If you do this to an Italian person,
I thought it was this.
well, apparently it, like taking your nail on your tooth like that means fuck you also.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So it's like very like bold. If you do that to an Italian person, they'll be like, what the hell? And they'll beat the crap out of you.
I hope so. We'll test it. We'll find an Italian person and I'll try it. Just because I don't know if that's correct. They'll just think I have something in my teeth.
Oh, jeez. Oh, boy. I tell you one movie I think is really good. It's Casino. It is really showing you how the young generation, the mob, screwed things up in Las Vegas. Like, they just went crazy and it went down the toilet so quickly. Even though if some of it was like either fictionalized or names were changed, you saw how quick, things went downhill. And apparently the character that Joe Pesci played, when he walked into a room, there was some guys that were from the Cosa Nostra, former members, that saw him and were like, holy crap, he's still alive. Because the guy he played was vicious. Like, he was like, in the movie, they say that Joe Pesci's character was taken out to a cornfield and beaten to death with baseball bats, him and his brother, and then dropped in a hole with their underwear, only their underwear, just beaten to death.
Jesus.
Yeah, like the mob is very discreet in how they want to do things. And if you have been, fortunately, they were ripping off what's the word for it? It's the VIT. There's like a VIT or something like that, or and also you could see in Sopranos where they go around to different businesses and they're like collecting money, like you pay the mob to protect you constantly. And it's funny, at one point in the show, they come in and there's this big chain in the area of where the mob is running, where Tony Soprano's people run, and it's like a big company chain. Big companies don't pay out the mob. They're like some nerdy kid in a coffee shop for a big chain like that is not going to pay out the mob. And
You're probably right.
Yeah, and like at the same time, like you gotta pick mom and pop places. You can't be taking money from big chain restaurants or big chain coffee stores because they're not gonna give you the money, honestly. So it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Dude.
Are you just watching what I'm looking at?
No. Just drinking my drink. But oh, excuse me.
Sweet Jesus.
Very carbonated. Ugh.
Oh my God.
But it's very delicious.
What have I done?
Our sponsor,
Clear Frost.
Clear Frost strawberry. Very fresh. Very delicious. Oh, yes. Shake that bottle really good. Open it up and then aim it at your friend.
No. Do not. Don't do that.
Anytime you
All right,
shake
Tom,
it.
what else are we doing today?
So, what really burns me up?
Oh, shit. What?
When you are at the gym and you are working out on a, there's like you got people stepping up and everything. Do a few sets on a machine and then leave. Don't just sit. If you want to sit on something, stay home. Honestly, just stay home, work out on your own gym. Or if you have a gym.
Oh, are you talking about the guy who just stayed on the same machine for like an hour?
Yes.
Yeah. And it was a cable machine, so that was annoying as heck. It's like, come on, bro.
Yeah, like this dude literally just sat there and just like kept.
It was unnecessary. He was using it in the weirdest ways. It was just the strangest thing. He was one of those guys that just needed people to be watching him work out.
Also, another thing is when you're in the gym and you're seriously working out, don't walk up to someone and start talking to them because they're not wanting you to talk to them at that moment. If you see a moment when they break and they're not lifting and picking something up.
Yeah, Tommy's in the middle of lifting and he's like putting up the weight and the guy's like, "Oh, hey, buddy, how you doing?" It's like, what? It's not the time to do that. Wait till he's done. He's lifting the weights at the moment. What are we doing right now?
I just think it's interesting how people think it's social hour, like at the gym. Like you're there to work out. Get in there, work out, and then get a shower and then leave. It's not. I think it's interesting when I see herds of people just sitting around watching one dude work out. I'm like, there's other machines in the gym to work out on, Like, come on. Like, that's what the gym is. It's a workout place where you work out and then you leave. But somehow people just are like, apparently I'm just going to goof off and not do the job you're supposed to do. It is what it is. But what is it? I think here. Another mob movie I really like is it came out in I think it came out in 2020, but it was The Irishman. With Joe Pesci, Robert De Niro, and Al Pacino. And Martin Scorsese was the director of this movie. And I felt like it was a little bit long, but it was good. It was good. I feel like I feel like they could have made it into a show and labeled it different points of this dude's life as he's in the La Cosa Nostra or in the Mafia painting houses. That's where I learned that terminology for painting houses was from that movie. And the dude kept his mouth shut the whole entire time he was working. And he just, at the end of his life, apparently, just opened up and started saying a bunch of stuff about what he was doing.
This is something that the chat wants us to talk about, and it's aliens, so I'm 100% in. You want to see this?
Sure.
All right. You see it down there at the front of the steps?
I don't think that's real.
It could be anything, bro. That could literally be anything.
Oh no, why would they want to reveal themselves now, of all times? Like,
it's a good question. What is it, lost? Why is it just fucking wandering around?
and why would it appear right where there's like ambulances and a cop car?
No, I think that the ambulance and cop cars came after, is my guess. Or what it is somebody took a video of all of these cars already there and then CGI'd in an alien.
Yeah. Ridiculous.
I want to believe it's real.
Ugh.
I want to believe it's real.
And if they are here, do they come in peace or do they want to vaporize us all? You know? That's the thing you always hear is like, do you come in peace?
I don't know. It's weird.
Mars Attack?
Yeah, no, I remember. Look at people are actually running away. I don't know. Maybe this is just
Run
really
away!
clever. Maybe this is just really clever.
Publicity.
Yeah. If I was gonna make an alien movie, this is how I would unveil that I was gonna make an alien movie.
Yeah. Just have a bunch of panicked people running away.
It's funny that everyone ran away. Like everybody's such a fucking pussy about it.
How would you handle it?
You wouldn't want to know. You wouldn't want to get closer and know. I would want to know.
Not if it's gonna kill me. Like if
I would have to know if it was real. How do you know if it's gonna kill you? You're never gonna know if it's gonna kill you.
It's a foreign creature from like the unknown. It's like it probably doesn't talk. You know, it probably just wants to come to our planet just to chill and look around and doesn't want to be messed with.
Yeah, I mean, my guess is that, like, here's the thing. If you're flying spaceships around and you crash one, like, it's not like it's all the smart people crashing their cars. You know what I mean? All I'm saying is maybe the alien's one of the dumb ones, and he's just like, oh, I messed up. Uh-oh, how'd I get here?
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't really picture, I don't know. That's my whole thing.
Yeah. It's one of those things. What was that? There was that one alien movie, where they would smack the water, and apparently the aliens were allergic to water.
Signs.
Yeah, signs.
Yeah.
I'm like, come on, really?
Jordan in the chat wants to know if you've seen Paul. That's the Simon Pegg.
Yeah,
one.
I've seen it. It's pretty funny. It's entertaining.
I actually still haven't seen it. That's crazy because I love alien movies.
Yeah, it's basically what's his face just doing his like he doesn't even like change his voice. He just that dude.
Yeah. Seth Rogen.
Seth Rogen, seriously, if you're gonna do a role, change your voice. Like talented. I mean, yes, you are a comedy actor, but talented actors change their voices all the time. If you're gonna do a certain role, try to sound like that character for God's sakes. Like for instance,
Well, what does an alien sound like?
you know, I don't know, just like
How do you know he doesn't sound like Seth Rogen?
I don't know, but like he does that for every single movie.
I know what you're trying to say. All right, can I tell you a conspiracy theory I have?
What's that?
And I'm almost positive I'm correct. All right. I think that people who we refer to as globalists, who want the entire world to be under one government, will, sooner than later, fake an alien invasion / contact, which is something the entire world needs to come together for, to fight against. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just, how else are you going to get everyone in the whole world on board with the same thing? It's like, remember Independence Day? They're like, all right, we're not fighting anymore because we're fighting these guys.
Yeah.
I'm almost positive that's going to happen. I don't know if it'll be in our lifetime, but it's like,
I even love in Independence Day how they tricked everybody and everybody just gathered to like.
Oh, yeah.
Like.
I don't even think they tricked him. I think the people were just like.
Ooh, something pretty, something in the sky. We're going to stare at it.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like, for instance, in the movie, that wasn't an alien movie. It was more like a comedy disaster movie, Don't Look Up.
Yeah.
Like, it just really tells you how, you know, in reality, our government could, you know, like, of course, I think it's funny that in other films, like, oh, we're serious. We're gonna launch a missile out there and we're gonna destroy this meteorite. You know, some meteorites, you know, there's been talkings of, like, asteroids out there that are possibly about the size of Texas.
Jesus.
And people talk about, you know, the asteroid that hit the Earth back when it killed the dinosaurs. There's, like, people getting arguments about that all the time. And, like, there could be one, you know, at any point, we run the risk of being annihilated at one point. Like
Yeah, you're not wrong.
we can't go anywhere. We're stuck. We could try to go. You could try to go anywhere, but you're stuck in traffic, and then you see this asteroid coming towards you, and literally, the air will turn into fire. Like there will be fire and brimstone.
Jesus Christ. This just got real biblical, huh?
Yeah, like it's crazy how we're vulnerable to that. You know, like how we can't, you know, maybe possibly, which someone told me that we've never been to space apparently, and that there's a dome on Earth. I'm like, come on. I'm like, oh my God.
I don't know who told you that, but that's interesting. What do you think about talking about all this apocalypse stuff? What do you think about Mark Zuckerberg's bunker?
I think it makes me feel like Zuckerberg is crazy, and this really tells me that he's crazy. At the fact that he took all his Facebook money and built a bunker that would support it so he could not die. And I'm like, way to be selfish, man. Why don't you make a thing on Facebook saying the first 1,000 people on Facebook that like my post, you could come to my bunker and live there if anything happens. You're selfish, Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah, I mean, maybe.
How do you
Maybe you only get to come in his bunker if you're Facebook friends with him.
I don't even think Mark Zuckerberg has a Facebook.
The irony.
It's like, oh yeah, come to my platform. You know, like, but you know what? I don't even have a Facebook because I'm so popular. I doubt he's reading any of it.
It's like he's a Bond villain. Look at this. They're like, this is where Zuckerberg's secret mansion is. On Kauai. Kauai, it's like, that's like a huge travel destination.
Oh, jeez.
Jesus.
Oh, interesting fact. Apparently, back in the day, Jim Carrey was in Hawaii, and there was an alert saying that there was a nuclear missile attack on Hawaii, and Jim Carrey tried to call home to his family to see if they were okay, and he couldn't get a hold of anybody, so he got down and he just prayed, and after a while, they said it was a hoax. So he was like, Jim Carrey said after that day, he said he enjoys every single day in his life because of that one day.
Because he thought he was going to die.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Jeez. What's the chat looking like?
One guy, when we were talking about voices, he said Robin Williams did a lot of good voices. I said, yeah, Robin Williams is the GOAT. He said he never did a bad movie.
Oh, yeah.
Rumor has it they're doing a new Mrs. Doubtfire with Will Smith. Dude, I hope that's not true.
Yeah, I heard.
Will Smith already ruined Aladdin.
Yes, he did.
Will Smith, he's just stopped. He's done enough. Just take a break for a while.
Yeah, take care of your wedding, your marriage, because apparently, I don't know how she is as a person, but you are like a terrible person because how you treat your husband. Like you're sleeping with another man, really, and you're still with Will Smith.
Yeah, that's the Fresh Prince.
That's the Fresh Prince. You're cheating on
the Fresh Prince.
But you get aggravated if he looks at another woman. Like, women that do this, seriously, you need to get yourself checked. If you're, like, seeing another man, but you get mad at your husband if he, like, even peers over and looks at somebody. Like, really? Like, you need to get yourself checked.
Yeah. Vinny to the K wants to know if you've ever played BioShock or if you play any video games.
I used to play GTA 5 a while back ago, but, I just kind of got burned out of it.
Come this way with your chair. You keep getting off screen.
My bad.
Sorry.
I kind of got burned out of it, so, I don't much play video games anymore. It is what it is.
I feel you. I used to play a ton of video games.
Me too.
A lot. I played, like, Elder Scrolls and Fallout. I never played BioShock. But I did play. This guy says Jack Black should have been the genie. I would have accepted that actually more than Will Smith. Robin Williams was amazing. Jack Black would have been kind of funny. I just don't think they ever really needed to redo it.
No, and this is why I hate Disney so much, because Disney can't stand just to release old Disney movies. And they're trying to erase old Disney and make new Disney, PC Disney. And I'm like, I don't want to see PC Disney. I want to see old school Disney that I grew up and loved. And if I have kids, I'm not going to take them to go see this crap.
Damn.
That they're like, I am so sick and tired of Disney treating us like we're some kind of money bags just because you make the same movie. And then you try to hide your movies. Oh, because there may have been some racist undertones. It was the 50s, for God's sakes. There was racist undertones, okay? That's a fact. Disney, you make me sick sometimes. You say you're family friendly, but you're turning your parks into these nasty garbage places, and you're just suing people because a 6-year-old died of cancer and he had a picture of Spider-Man on his tombstone? Like,
they sued a kid?
They sued a family.
For having Spider-Man on a tombstone?
Yes, on a tombstone.
No, they didn't.
And also...
Is that real?
It's real. It's real. Like, and they also... There's this... I don't know if it was in Bermuda or where it was, but there's a place called Star Wash. And they dress up like characters, like Star Wars characters. And Disney is suing the car wash because they're using the image of Star Wars and somehow it's relating and bringing a bad image to Star Wars. Star Wars already has a bad image. You own it, Disney.
You gave it the bad image.
You gave it the bad image. You PC'd everything. You made it garbage. Okay?
Damn.
Like, you took a good... Like, now you stretch it out and put it in your theme parks because George Lucas was too lazy to do it.
Dude, this is actually true.
You know, like, and that's the only reason that Disney bought it, so they could put it in their crappy theme parks. They could merchandise it, because there was no other places to go before Disney ever bought Lucasfilms. Because George Lucas is a lazy piece of shit that doesn't do anything besides make Star Wars movies. And when he stopped making movies, there was plenty of movies out there of Star Wars. But no, we had to get more Star Wars movies because everybody wanted a Star Wars movie, but we could have picked a better director to direct it. Excuse me. I don't know if anybody agrees with me on this, but these are just my opinions about this. But it's just like, come on, man. Come on, buddy.
I'm amazed that story is real. I thought that was just gonna be some bull, but like Disney said, when the family reached out, it said, "We send our sincere condolences, but due to a policy by Walt Disney himself, we do not permit the use of characters on headstones, cemetery, or other memorial markers or funeral urns." It's like, dude.
No, like,
yeah, settle down.
Settle down. Like, people have connections. Like,
I would just do it. I would just do it and be like, get fucked, Disney. Like, get bent. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, like,
come and take down this. Come and get rid of my kid's tombstone. Let's see how that looks on the news. You know what I mean?
There's this guy on TikTok, and
that's unreal.
He's a big collector of Titanic on VHS, and I guarantee you what his tombstone's gonna be. He is just gonna be a big Titanic on VHS with his name and the big Titanic on it. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Justin thinks he's an.
I think I'm what?
Huh?
What do I think?
What do you think about him, Justin? That guy.
Who?
VHS guy. I've sent you some of his videos in the past.
I don't know. I mean, you mean the Titanic guy, the weird guy?
Yeah.
I think it's. I mean, he's probably a nice guy. He seems like he needs to figure it out though. Like, it's like, settle down about the Titanic.
Yeah, man. Titanic on VHS.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah. But you know, it's just like it is what it is. You know, it's just like, Disney, stop digging your hands into everything. Not everybody's trying to make money off of you. You know, it's ridiculous. You know, like. Do we have a wheel? A wheel of.
No, we don't have the wheel today.
Oh really?
Yeah. Let's call it.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, folks, I just want to say thank you so much for tuning in to the show. We do shows on Tuesday at 6 p.m. Hope you can tune in. As always, I'm Tommy and C20.
Well, you want to tell them who our guest is next week? It's Eric Travers.
Next week, we're having Eric Travers on. He is a very iconic musician in our area. He's been on Rolling Stone, him and his band. They were featured on in an article, I think, in Rolling Stone magazine.
The Travers Brothership.
The Travers Brothership. And he's going to be here on the show, and we're going to interview him and have an awesome conversation with him. Excuse me.
Bless you. Yeah, so we'll check that out. He'll be here next time. We'll talk to him. He's going to be talking about the music industry and all this cool stuff and the BS that comes along with that. So look forward to that. That'll be 6 p.m. next Tuesday. And send him off, Tom.
As always, folks, I'm Tommy in C2010. Oh, inspirational speech.
Do you want to give an inspirational speech?
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
Do you want me to just go, or you want me to find some music? Or...
Well, I mean, that's why we usually plan things out, but yeah.
I'm just going to go.
All right.
If you... Life has a feeling, and you have that ability to do something, you can do it. If you feel like you can make a whole entire garden, you can do it. If you feel like you can go to the gym and work out until you are worn out, you can do it. If you think you could cook a whole entire Italian lasagna, Italian food recipe, you could do it. Never say never, because that never is an excuse that you lay on yourself. I have moments I'm not perfect either, and I make excuses for myself. I shouldn't. I'm not perfect. I'm a human being. I have slapped myself with so much regret. People build me up and think I'm the most amazing dude, and I don't feel that way sometimes about myself. I feel like crap. I feel like I'm the worst person in the room, and I made a humongous mistake. I don't know why. It just is what it is. It's like everybody says, Tommy's the most amazing dude ever, and I'm like, you're talking about me? Like myself, I don't feel good about myself sometimes. I feel I'm the hardest critic on myself. If I feel like I did something, I feel like I didn't do it good enough. And people will say, no, Tommy, you did the best job you could. And I'm like, I could have done better. But sometimes there's depression, there's being tired, working day to day at a job where you feel like you're not going anywhere in your life. And all of us have that job. All of us have a job where you go in every single day and punch in and just hit that plaque. You hit that grindstone every single day, and you feel like you're not going anywhere. You're just spinning in an endless circle. The thing is, you have to get off that circle and keep going forward, because the fact is, you are a superstar. You are a headliner. You are not the second hand. You are the main hand. And I believe in you. Tomorrow may never die, but you will live. And eventually one day you will die. But the fact is what mark you left in this world. And I'm not sure what's going to be said about me when I die, honestly, or when I leave, what people are going to say about me. Some people are going to say, Tommy was nothing. And some people are going to say, Tommy was the most amazing dude, inspirational dude, and went the distance. I don't know. People have different opinions. I have people that hate me. I have people that love me. Justin's the same way. There's people that either don't like him, or there are people that do like him. And then there's people who are like, go fuck off. You know? It could be. But everybody has their own story. You have your own story, and you can finish that story with just a matter of $9.99 if you donate to this platform.
That's not where I thought that was going. Remind me to do that. I'll make a thing that pops up on the screen.
If you want to complete your story, all you have to do is donate $9.99 right here, right where Justin's headed, and you can finish your story. Now 55555555556, and you can finish your story. As always, folks, I'll catch you a bit later. It is the Super Fun Time Show.
God, you son of a gun! You got me good. I didn't see it coming at all. Oh my God.